Today we went to Loyola University and we talked to Mr. Reed, who is the Dean of Student Success. And we talked to him quite a bit about the hurricane and the effects of Loyola from the hurricane. And he's a very humble guy, as he wouldn't admit that he actually gave an outlook to help the students that lived in the dorms. They didn't know how serious the hurricane was going to be until Saturday, and it happened on Monday morning. So they didn't have much time to prep for this hurricane. And he just said, I didn't do anything," and that was really neat. That he didn't want the credit. He just did because that's who he is. And I hope I can be like that in the future. I want to make a big impact in the world, and I don't want to be recognized for it. I don't want to be acknowledged. I just want to do it because it makes me feel good, and um, everyone needs help.
So there were a couple different things that stood out to me today in New Orleans. One of which was Mr. Hill, who we visited with at Loyola University. I really enjoyed his truthfulness about the subjects that we were talking about, as far as Katrina, the response to Katrina, as well as the rebuilding of Katrina. I really enjoyed how truthful he was about the responses of the state and the federal government, as well as the activities and the things that they did while they were hunkered down during the hurricane. The other thing that stood out to me was seeing Chef Kevin Burton at the was it the New Orleans School of Cooking, and I enjoyed his leadership style, which would seem to be surrounded by humor and jokes, and he really gave off a very positive vibe, and I really look forward to using that in the future as one of my leadership tools that I hopefully will utilize a lot, because it creates a very calm and fun environment for the people who are around you, as well as the people who look up to you, or um, follow what you're doing as you're leading them through a situation or any kind of event, whether it be disaster or school event, or just managing at a business or organization. So that's what stood out to me.
What stood out the most to me today was how much the students at Loyola and the faculty that we met with, how invested they are in the city of New Orleans, and that they really emphasize getting the students into the community and making them part of that. And that's also done with entertainment and fun activities, but also through service. And that's something that I think definitely could be brought back to us at Central and later on in life, wherever we end up. We always are entering different communities and places, and it's important to embrace those. And especially at Central, I think sometimes students can get stuck on the campus, and they think that they're just Ellensburg is the campus. And I think it would be really cool to start really encouraging people to explore more of the town, and creating more of those connections and partnerships like the students at Loyola do.
So what stood out to me was Kevin from the cooking class. One, because he was the funniest cook I've ever seen, and two, because by watching the show, I could tell that he loved doing what he was doing, and that got me thinking about my life, because I want to be Kevin. I want to be like Kevin in the way that I love. I want to be like Kevin in the way that I would want to do what I love, and I could use this in the future, because I feel like I should follow my heart instead of following a job just because it gives a bigger salary. Because I feel like I would prefer being happier and have a decent paying job than being miserable and making 80 or 70K a year.